Hello, my name is Denyse Waissbluth, and I'm the author of children's book Teatime Around the World, published by Greystone Kids and illustrated by the very talented Chelsea O'Byrne. Teatime Around the World takes a rather tasty trot around the globe, looking at different cultures and people and ideas through the perspective of tea. Tea for me is something that I was introduced to at a very young age. My first memories are lots of time that I spent at my grandparents' farm in rural Manitoba, and specifically there was a pot of tea always brewing, ready to welcome guests. And when the guests arrived, we would gather around a large wooden country table and spend hours talking about everything. And tea for me was always that catalyst for hospitality and welcoming and being with friends and family and learning. And that memory really stuck with me. So when I started traveling as a young adult, I found that tea often acted as a gateway to meet new people, to learn about new cultures, and it didn't matter what the language was or what the culture was, tea always offered that invitation. And I took that quite to heart. So when I was studying for my master's degree in international communications, there was a study period abroad in China. And I took the opportunity to learn a lot more about tea from its birthplace, as well as some of the adoptions and adaptations that cultures had brought through it. And again, a memory that has really stuck with me and shaped why and how I wrote this book. And I particularly thought that it'd be a great topic for kids because children are the most curious, welcoming, friendly people I know, and I have a 3-year-old son, so speaking from experience. And I hope that though it is something too that children and their adults alike will really enjoy. A lot of my personal experiences have found their way into the book, and one of my memories, or my tea memories, that warms my heart the most is a work trip that I took to Singapore in the summer of 2010. I was there during the holy month of Ramadan, and one evening I ventured off into a local night market, and families and people were there breaking their fast. And there was this one vendor in particular who had 2 cups of hot liquid, and he was just pouring them back and forth, faster and faster, higher and higher, and it was a spectacle. And a local family saw that I was really interested in what he was doing, and they invited me to join them for their evening meal, which is where I was introduced to the local tea, thé tarik, which is basically a strong black tea with condensed milk, and by pouring it back and forth, you get this really delicious frothiness. I've had the privilege of trying tea and visiting every Canadian province and territory, and over 20 countries, and a lot of those memories do feature in the book. So whether you're a tea drinker or not, although I suspect many of you are, I hope that you find something delicious and cultural and open in this book, as well as the children that read it. And I would really love to hear what you think. So please do be in touch. Thank you for your time, and stay well.